Alright guys, this weather pattern will be bizarre. This video is blowing up for him. Like 200k views in an hour? That's more than Philip DeFranco. But yeah, let's check it out. Who's this? Who is this, guys?
Now, millions of Americans are dealing with a dangerous and record-breaking heat wave. It's so oppressive, a unique weather pattern is developing where strong storms are going to start rotating.
Wait, heat wave? We just got done with a hurricane. Nearly a hurricane where I live, guys. Now he's talking about a heat wave, guys. I thought summer was almost over, bro. It's supposed to end September 19th, guys. I thought we were in the end of summer, guys, because it hasn't really been over 100 degrees recently for a while, guys, where I live.
Around it. This is what we call the Ring of Fire. On top of that, an explosion of tropical activity is occurring in the Atlantic Ocean, and things are about to get very interesting.
No way. Florida as well is gonna get something, guys.
But before we dive into the tropical side of things, we have to talk about what's going on in the nation's heartland. Hundreds of records are being broken or challenged as places between Dallas and Chicago see several days at or above 100.
Hey, bro. Global warming is real. In high school, I did a presentation on global warming, but the temperatures keep going up. It's record after record, guys.
15 degrees Fahrenheit. And the records that are being broken were set way back in 1936 during the Dust Bowl era. Just look at all the excessive heat warnings that have been issued by the National Weather Service. This is obvious. Businesses are on the
Guys, Dust Bowl era, what is that?
rise, but this kind of heat wave also puts heavy stress on the power grid. Due to the excess demand in energy, I would not be surprised at all to see temporary power outages.
Dang, bro, from a heat wave as well. I'm worried about my laptop overheating, but
In the areas where the hottest temperatures
dang, bro, for once California doesn't seem to be getting that much of the heat.
exist for extended
But Mexico's taking it hard, it looks like. But the Midwest, guys?
periods of time. But there is relief in sight. This weekend, the northern side of the high pressure ridge that's causing this heat wave will collapse on itself. And that's going to allow for the jet stream to dip lower into the US, bringing down cooler air. But the farther south,
Man, we're always dealing with something. It's either it's too hot, too cold, or there's too much rain.
south you live, the longer it's going to take for this relief to get to you. In places like Texas and Louisiana, it could be early next week before we see the temperatures start to go down. But that actually leads us to another
Dang, bro.
problem, the Ring of Fire. You see, the area of high pressure that's causing this heat dome is one for the record books. It's so strong, it's pushing the jet stream up and around it like this. This makes the center of the
Never heard of that being used to describe weather, guys.
dome impenetrable to storm systems. But instead of just disappearing, the storms catch a ride on the jet stream and just go around it like this, hence the Ring of Fire. And it's not uncommon
I like his graphic, though. I'm not gonna lie.
for these storms to get a boost as they go over the ridge, kind of like the acceleration you get.
Hey, so this guy's like a weather specialist, guys. Kind of caught me by surprise. I mean, I kind of knew it coming in, but
When you go down the initial fall of a roller coaster. And this is exactly why we have a chance for severe
I mean, just look at his studio, bro. Like, he's definitely making it seem that it got a bunch of screens.
exactly why we have a chance for severe weather in the Ohio Valley on Thursday. A fast-moving piece of energy rounding the heat dome will race through the Great Lakes region from Canada. And since the heat dome will be so rich with moisture, some of that will actually help fuel the firing of new storms on the southern side of the system. Severe winds, hail, and an isolated tornado or two cannot be ruled out. And that's actually going to continue into Friday from Kentucky
Dang, bro. Tornadoes?
over into the mid-Atlantic region, where once again we have the real chance of seeing severe weather thanks to our Ring of Fire. But this
Oh my gosh. The way he just keeps playing the animation with the music makes me want to just keep watching, guys.
system is just one of many that we're going to see coming over the next week or so. And as
Guys, we got heat waves and we got freaking storms coming. Like, what is going on, bro?
each
We're getting hit hard.
one progresses through, they're going to chip away at the heat dome bit by bit. Eventually, the jet stream is going to be able to send rain and storms as far south as Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. Slowly but surely, the high-pressure ridge will weaken out, and areas of moisture will work over these drought-ridden zones.
Thank goodness, bro. Thank goodness for central heating and air conditioner bros.
I think by Wednesday of next week, everyone
I feel for everybody that's working outside though, man. It's tough. It's tough.
will have seen at least a sprinkle that was once under the oppressive heat dome. And the temperatures will be cooling down a lot too. But we need more than a sprinkle out here. The drought is getting really bad in certain parts of the central US.
Finally, oh my gosh, guys, last year was all about California drought. Like, we had to stop watering so much, but it's actually hitting Texas this time.
And there is one thing that could potentially allow for enough moisture to come into the country to really make a difference this time of year. I'm talking about hurricanes. As bad as they are for the coastal areas, this could be a drought-busting solution for everyone that's needing rain.
It looks so cool, man.
Imagine the central US as a really hungry person. Well,
Hey, we got 1 week's of rain in a day. It did help a little.
a Gulf of Mexico moisture-loaded tropical system is looking like a steak dinner with baked potatoes right now. And
Snap, bro. Alright. Man, that looks good as
it
well.
looks like dinner may actually be served soon. An explosion of tropical activity is currently happening in the Atlantic Ocean. And what happens with these storms is going to seriously alter our weather patterns here in the US as we go into September. But before we get into all that, your dinner is about to be served thanks to today's sponsor, Factor Healthy Eating.
Factor even got this guy, man. Factor's sponsoring so many YouTubers, man. Factor, if you ever see this, come through with an offer, bro. That'd be much appreciated.
Made easy. Y'all have heard me rave on and on and on about meal services like HelloFresh. I absolutely love them. But I have recently found a new favorite, and that's Factor. These guys send fresh, never frozen,
Guys, I wonder if they offered him more money. Probably, right, guys? Factor, by the way.
chef-prepared meals right to your door. It's even easier than HelloFresh. And the good thing is, it's all the same company, so we know we're going to get those top quality products, just like from HelloFresh. If you're like me or anybody else here at the Weather House and you can't find the time to cook, their meals are ready in just 2 minutes, and let me tell you, they are good. Everything
As if we ever get rich off YouTube, I'll order a box of Factor and we'll do like a review on it or something, guys.
is reasonably portioned, and it's healthy, and there's a ton of options, and it's hard for me to believe that anybody wouldn't be able to find something for them on their website. Which, by the way, if you want to try this stuff out, click the link at the top of the description. Make
Factor75.com.
sure you use the code HAULYALL50 at checkout to get 50% off your first box. That's right, just by using the code HAULYALL50
I'm good, bro. We're saving for a Pixel 7, guys, so we can make some cool TikTok videos and stuff.
over on factor75.com, you're going to get 50% off your first box, and I promise you, you are not going to regret it. It's a heck of a deal, it's quality food, and basically, you're welcome, okay? Now, let's get back into the video. As of filming this video, there are 4 areas of interest in the Atlantic Ocean. This entire area has blown up with activity over the past week or so. Just the other day, Tropical Storm Harold formed, and it made landfall in South Texas over the
Damn, bro. I did not see anything on TikTok about storms hitting this part of the freaking nation, bro, at all, guys. Because it's like regionally. TikTok, you know, shows stuff by people that live near you the most.
course of what seemed like a blink of an eye. And now we're looking at potentially seeing Idalia and Jose form in the near future. The 2 areas of concern that I'm most interested
They're getting pretty common names there. Alright, guys?
in are
Katrina was, you know, not so much of a common name, but I wonder who even names this stuff, guys.
Franklin and these thunderstorms down here closer to Central America. Franklin is currently causing torrential downpours and flash flooding in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. However, as soon as tomorrow, it's expected to weaken a bit and drift off to the north and east. But some models show the
Thank goodness, most of these just chill in the ocean, guys.
storms start to gain
Imagine being on a boat and it happens, guys. That's super scary.
strength again as we go into late next week. If this happens, there's a chance that Franklin could come towards the US, and there would be absolutely nothing stopping it from becoming a hurricane, as the sea surface temperatures out here are still off the charts warm. But remember how we talked about how the heat dome was going to break down in the continental US and how that would allow for the jet stream to dip farther south? Well, the timing for that could not be more perfect, because it very likely will be our saving grace here. According to the Euro model, model, a dip in the jet stream will sweep across the eastern U.S. just in time to swat Franklin away. This would either push it towards Nova Scotia towards the middle of next week, or it could get flung all the way out to sea and not really bother anyone. But there's also a slight chance that the models are wrong about the timing and placement of the jet stream that's coming in to save the day. If it takes longer for the heat dome to break down, the dip in the jet stream may
Finally, California. He hasn't really mentioned anything hitting California. Finally, we're getting cut some slack because we've been worrying all week, bro, about this Hurricane Hillary, man.
not extend out into the Atlantic.
But hopefully everybody's safe. The east part of the USA, Texas as well, with the heat waves.
Ocean until Franklin has gotten much closer to the U.S. This could actually lead to the storm heading towards the Carolinas or even the mid-Atlantic region. It could even lead to a situation where the storm just kind of rides the coast like a nor'easter. But we're really just too far out to make any definitive predictions right now. If I lived on the East Coast, I would be watching this one just in case. Now, another area of interest I am invested in is down here near the Yucatan Peninsula. Later this week into this
Dang, bro, you know that's a country.
weekend, an area of thunderstorms will form over the peninsula and move into the Gulf of Mexico. From there, it's going to have untapped access to some of the warmest waters we have ever seen, and it could rapidly develop into a hurricane as it moves towards the U.S. This would be a worst case scenario, and once again, it's too early to be taking any of this as gospel, but this is exactly what I've been hooting and hollering about for months. If a storm can get going out here, there's a good chance it's going to be bad. Earlier runs of the Euro model
No, that's the news we don't want to hear, man.
turned this into a major hurricane and slammed it into Florida by the end of next week. But the GFS, another very reputable forecast model, doesn't see it at all. All we can do at this point is just hope for the best and stay updated on the latest information as it comes out. And remember, don't be scared, be prepared. We can usually see hurricanes coming from literally hundreds of miles away. So as
Okay.
long as you have a plan in place and you know what you're
Dang, I have never seen this anywhere where I live, guys. They got an evacuation route.
going to do when the time comes, you're going to be just fine. Go over your hurricane action plan and subscribe to this channel because you know I'm going to be yapping about the weather all season long. And if a hurricane does make landfall in the US this year, I'm going to be live for the whole thing with storm chasers, cameras, and scientific probes on the ground showing you an unfiltered view of what's actually going on in real time. Okay, thank you so much.
Dang, this guy got 2 million views on a live stream. I'm a FedEx driver in Missouri. The heat is absolutely brutal since we don't have AC. Well, we need AC, brother. Local channel's been reporting heat indices of 115 through 117. Drivers are collapsing. You know those portable air conditioners that go around your neck? That might not be a bad idea with all this heat-related stuff going on. Just your body hydrate like crazy. I just bought like a giant jug of water for... You can keep stuff cold for apparently 48 hours, so... I spent $30 on it, man. That's like... It's like 6 days of work for me, man, if I was making a decent amount. But yeah, guys. They're so compliant. But yeah, much appreciated. Check out Ryan Hall, y'all, in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I do all my reactions live on Twitch, so if you want to come through, say hi, you're more than welcome. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.